I saw this woman post a video where she said she hates dating advice because it comes from the viewpoint of everything bad that happens to women is their fault. First of all, shut your bitch ass up. Second of all, for the most part, there are people on here who give you advice on how to catch men and how to keep men, but my FYP is only how to keep yourself. Also, it is not your fault if a man is a horrible person to you. However, once you receive the information that he is a horrible person, it is now on you to decide if you will proceed or plan to leave. You cannot know that somebody is a horrible person and disrespectful and choose to stay whilst also complaining that he is a horrible person that you already know that he is. And I know patriarchy conditions us to believe, patriarchy tells women we've been told to do this and told to do that. But if that's the case, then we need to be understanding and forgiving of men because patriarchy hurts them too, okay? We're not a bunch of blank-minded idiots walking around who can't make decisions for themselves, who don't know the difference between right and wrong. Back when I was a pick-me, I was fully conscious and well aware of the fucked up decisions that I was making, and it took people making boundaries with me and telling me the truth to finally wake me the fuck up. It wasn't the people who were patting me on the back and telling me that everything is okay and letting me vent to no end that were helping me be a better person. As it turns out, those were the people who were getting off on the fact that I was having a bad time. Those were the people who they themselves were also having a bad time. And misery loves what? Company. And I was their company. But nobody who loves you is going to sit and watch you continuously make fool decisions and be like, They're at least going to try to tell you once, and then depending on how you act, they're going to shut up, but they're at least going to try. I'm tired of hearing stories of women coming on here talking about how their moms put their men above them so much that they allowed them to get assaulted by those men. I'm tired of hearing people come on this app and say their dad ate up all the food and they didn't get to eat anything, or they ate their special snacks that they put up. I'm tired of seeing women come on this app and complain about their husbands and then 2 videos later say that they love their husbands and their husbands are amazing. It's not your fault that he does what he does, but it's on you when you receive the information of him doing what he does. It's like those women, you know that man ain't shit. And then you have a baby by this man, knowing he's not shit. And then after the baby arrives, you're shocked that he's not shit. He told you that he wasn't nothing before y'all got married. And then y'all get married and you're shocked that he ain't nothing. He told you and acted like a bum before y'all moved in together. And then y'all are shocked when he continues to act like a bum when y'all move in together. I am the best friend that nobody wants to have. Because sometimes the ball is in your court. He warned you. You knew how awful he was. You knew in the back of your mind that this was a situation that you should not be in. But you want a man, you want a boyfriend, you want a husband so bad that you were willing to act like you didn't see it. And it tears you up on the inside. And you have to, this is the hard part, you have to be willing to say to yourself, you know what? I'm not making the best decisions. When you hit that step, that's when things can change for you. My godmother, who loves me, who's never said a bad thing to me, one day, I was having a bad time with this guy and I was crying to her and I was like, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. And she hesitantly and carefully and lovingly said, well, you really need to start making better choices. And that stung. It stung like 1,000 hornets. It stung like I stepped on a nest. But it was something that I needed to hear. Another one of my friends at that time said the same thing. It's the choices that you're making. A lot of y'all don't want to hear it, but the problem be you, okay? Well, you can't just talk like that, too. Well, you know what? I ain't for everybody. And if you want to continue to accept the BS and wallow in it, then I'm not for you. I'm not for wallowers. I was once a wallower and it did absolutely nothing for me. I once hung around people who let me wallow and it did absolutely nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. That's why I say I'm not a girl's girl if it means sitting idly by and watching the people you care about make poor choices. I'm not that person then. You have to, at one point, when he's shown you who he is, you've received the evidence, you have to ask yourself, why am I still here? What am I doing to contribute to the fact that he thinks he can continue to treat me this way? You have to do that. You have to get to that point. And I could pat you on the back and rub your back and say, oh, it's okay, it's just patriarchy, but that's just going to keep you there longer. That's all that's going to do. Yes, patriarchy does play a part into it, but not to the point where you're blank-minded and you don't know what you're doing and you're not aware and you're just an idiot like so many women painted out. Well, I don't want to blame women because it's patriarchy. Okay, well then let's not blame men because it's also patriarchy for them. They are also conditioned. Let's just be fair across the board because that's one of the true definitions of feminism, and let's just not blame men either because poor men have also been conditioned by patriarchy. That sounds stupid, right? Exactly. We're grown. We're adults. We're cognizant. We have common sense. We know right from wrong. And a lot of us are yes, I'm going to say it. A lot of us are bringing this shit on ourselves because we've received the evidence. We've gotten the information. We've heard the message loud and clear. And we're just staying. Not because we need more money or a plan, but because we just don't want to be alone. You have to get to a point where you're okay with being by your damn self. Or you're going to continue to be stuck in these situations where you feel stuck, where you're getting treated horribly. And I don't want that for you.